Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another great edition of my Grue Rume Show. And for the Grue Rume Show today, we got a very cool guest, and he is a legend in the film world. He's starred in so many films, and one of the earlier ones that everyone might know is Weird Science, the movie, and he plays one of the villains in Weird Science, the movie. But now we're going to talk about a current horror film that he's in called The Christmas Tapes. And I also want to talk to him a little bit about Frost. And I'm talking about the icon himself, Vernon Wells. I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters. I am the host of the Grue Room. And my interview with Vernon is coming up very soon. This is my Grue Room, and welcome to my nightmare. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back to Grue. Like, I interviewed you before, and I'm really happy to you're back on the show again.
Well, thank you. I'm happy to be back. I'm just happy to be anywhere at the moment. I mean, gee.
Thank you. And, you're we're gonna talk about like your new horror Christmas film that you're gonna to be in, and
Yep.
I wanted to ask you how you got involved with this Christmas horror film.
To be honest with you, I'm not sure. I know that the director rang me. I think it was the director or the producer rang me and asked me if I would do. There's 4 different stories involved in it, and I'm one of them. And I was sort of like, yeah. And he said, "You'd be playing Santa Claus now when I'll do it." So he had me right there.
So that was your selling point to be in the film, as long as you play Santa.
Yeah, as long as you let me play Santa Claus who does horrible things to people, I'm in.
Hey, that's fun. What better way to bring in the holiday than playing the Santa Claus to murders?
Yes. I mean, I'm sick of this jolly ha ha ha, hoo or whatever, and gifts for all the children and the Christmas tree. Come on, give me a break. Let's go out with a big knife and do a little bit of holiday carving of not the turkey.
Right, exactly. The carving is for other stuff, like, instead of carving a turkey or a ham, you carve some people.
Totally. A whole new aspect of Christmas.
Exactly. So can you tell us a little bit about like the story that you're part of for the film?
The piece that I'm in is that Santa is, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to teach someone a lesson of Christmas. And I take them captive, and he's not a nice person, and I'm trying to get him to understand that. And I have a great line in it where he's tied up and terrified, and I just sort of go to him, I'm the piper, and the piper must be paid. And that's kind of the way it is. It's like, yeah. There's some really cool stuff in it. I mean, I don't want to go right into all the stuff in it because that'd ruin it if people want to. But there's some really cool stuff in it, especially with my character. He's totally, as Santa Claus, he's hysterical. It's because this guy wants to do this thing, and he sees me as Santa Claus, and he decides that I'm the one. So he brings me, and I am the one. Yes, little does he know. And I get to do some really hysterical things in it, more than I would really be allowed in normal films. So as you can probably imagine, just a little bit out there. And it's just it's another version of what Christmas is. There's 4 versions of Christmas, and mine is another version of what Christmas is. and it's fun. I liked it. I had fun doing it. It was an enjoyable experience for me because I got to play Santa Claus.
Well,
People
yeah,
don't.
exactly.
Yeah, people don't look at me as Santa Claus. They go, "Yeah, right. We'll bring you on. There'll be a massacre of 2,500 little children. Not going to happen." Like, you know, but to make Santa have fun on Christmas. But yeah, I don't have any elves either, which is really, really not.
Really? Yeah, I know that's shocking.
No elves and no reindeer. Yeah,
Oh wow. What kind of Santa is this?
a very well-fed one. I don't have any more. That's for sure.
You know, you could have had like your elves, like your little elves that come around and killing people while Santa's killing it. Like the elves could kill like another group while Santa's killing someone else.
Well, they'd be killing all the little ones. You couldn't have. I don't want to have to reach down to do it. Dear. But no, actually, strangely enough, my wife and I used to deliver presents on Christmas Eve to underprivileged
Nice.
kids. And Grace always played Mrs. Claus, and she's like 5'1" and I'm 6'1", so it used to be hysterical. And it was out in one of the worst areas of Los Angeles that we
Really?
went to. Oh yeah, it was. Santa really got his pants spread to him there. You had to be really, really aware of where you were. And people were nice. Don't get me wrong; they were really nice. But it was little spooky. What, love?
Tell that story when you got stopped.
Oh, yeah. My wife just said she's sitting behind me, by the way, on the bed.
Oh, okay.
We're relegated to the top bedroom while they're doing everything down below in the bottom of the house. One night we stopped at this place and I said to Gracie, okay, let's go. And we got out of the car and this lowrider comes by, these four, you could tell that they were gangbangers in it. And I went, oh, damn. And they stopped and the guy looked out and he said, Santa, come here. And I went,
no.
And I went to Grace, I said, you be ready to get in the car and go. Just go. No matter what, just go. And she go, no, I want to come over with you because I said, get into no. So I walk over, and I'm thinking there'll be headlines, Australian actor playing Santa Claus killed in the middle of no man's land on Christmas Eve. So I sort of walked over, leant guy sitting there, and it was obvious the guy sitting next to him had a revolver in his lap. And I'm like, okay, this is really fun. And he just looks at me and he went, want to shake your hand, Santa. You make my little brother's Christmas every year. Thank you. And I went, what? Like, all the color drained out of my face. You want to what? Yeah. Great. I'm happy to do that for you.
I'm happy to do that.
I'm also now happy to walk back across the street alive. Great. But it was just one of those things that, and that particular story is very reminiscent of what I'm doing in the show.
Okay.
Except it's not with the gangbangers. It's
yeah,
me.
it's not with the gangbangers trying to
scare
Santa.
I'm the one that's doing it. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting that I actually had it myself, and then I go and play it. It's like, well, they say that it is fun. Truth is better than, yeah. Anyway, yes, and the movie's great, and it's, as I said, it's 4 different stories, and I believe they're having a big screening, or they're opening it on the 14th of December up in Sacramento at a film festival. I'll be going up. Yeah, we'll be just getting back from Japan. I have to go over to Japan for a film I shot with a Japanese director. They're opening that in November the 24th. So I'm sort of around the world.
I know, you're all over.
I'm Santa in his sleigh, except it's a 747 going backwards and forwards. I'm delivering joy to the world.
Yeah, that's great. All you have to do that saves a lot of money for plane ticket. Just hop on your sleigh and travel to Japan and back, and
Yes, I mean it's give the reindeer a holiday. They go over there and learn to speak Japanese in the way they. Well, I don't know how they. Well, maybe they can't. Well, who knows? But no, getting back to the film. The film, no, it is great, and yeah, I do play a very warped Santa Claus, and it's kind of fun for me.
yeah, I'm sure.
I get nothing but joy out of these roles that I play. Well, it's I always look at it logically. It's like rather I do it on screen than beat some poor little shit up on the street because I'm
Right,
trying
exactly.
to right.
Exactly.
More fun.
And where did you wind up filming at? Like did you film in somewhere Christmassy, or was it like a
We filmed quite a few months ago. There wasn't a lot of Christmassy about it.
okay.
We filmed it. Where did? No. Oh yeah, I think we filmed it in Sacramento.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yes. I have my prompter behind me. She's sort of prodding me in the ribs, going, "Filmed it in Sacramento, dumbass." Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, I filmed it in Sacramento. Yes, we filmed it up there. And I guess that's why we're having the opening in Sacramento as well.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm glad it makes sense to somebody.
Well, like I see your IMDb page, and I can see why you can't remember where you filmed that, because you are in so many films.
I know, it's kind of weird, isn't it? But yeah, sometimes people will talk to me about things and I go, huh? No, I did I do that? And I go, yeah, that's what we're talking about. Oh. Okay. It's like it's just this blur, of things. There's been so much about the Christmas one that I know what's going on, which is really
well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy, I could have just messed the whole thing up. What did we talk about last time?
Oh, what was the movie? It was another movie. You were in, another horror movie. I can't remember which one it was.
You're as bad as you're no help. God.
No, I'm not. But what was crazy? It was another anthology movie. There was another horror anthology that you were part of. I can't remember the name of it though, but
another horror anthology I was in.
Yeah, you were one of the stories of the film.
Good. Was I good?
Yes.
I'm glad. I'm glad I was good then. Yes, because no, this is there's apparently quite a lot of publicity about the film, and it's going out, and I'm really happy for them because they're putting their best foot forward to do this, and I think it'll be great.
Oh yeah,
I think my part will be greater, but I'm just not yet. Yeah, that's me. I mean, what can I say?
And I love Christmas horror films, like Christmas themed horror films. And are there any Christmas horror films that you've watched that you like?
Christmas horror films that I've watched. Boy. Say what, love?
I can't remember any.
Oh, my wife can't remember either, and she's a sober one. God, it's funny. It's like clown movies and Santa movies are the two things that people sort of go for. It's like gotta have warped clowns with big knives running around killing people, and then we got to have Santa Claus doing horrible things to people. Like, hey, you know what? Oh yes, the horror film I saw, a Christmas movie that I loved, and it really was. Yeah, it was a horror film, I guess. Is Fat. Did you see Fat Man with Mel Gibson, where he played Santa Claus? Oh my God, you've got to seriously. It is wonderful.
Really? Okay.
My God, it is so good. That one, yes, I love that.
Oh, sweet. Okay, all right. I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, nice.
But that was last year. See, he did it last year and a
Yeah.
couple of years ago, and now it's our turn. We're coming out this year. And we're going to kick ass. So hey.
Oh yeah, of course.
Anything he can do, I can do better.
Right. And it's really awesome that you're actually gonna be in a Christmas horror film and actually play a killer Santa. And
Yeah.
there's a ton of like killer Santa horror movies like Silent Night, Deadly Night. That was like an 80s one. And
Yes.
oh yeah, and I'm happy that you're gonna be filling the shoes of Santa.
Or the boots, so to speak.
the boots of Santa, yes.
Yeah, the boots of Santa. Yeah. Not so keen on wearing his shoes, but his boots are pretty cool.
So does anyone in the film, like, are they nice or naughty, and do they get coal? And
I think I don't really know. I know a couple of the actors that were in the other. See what I mean?
yeah.
It sounds like I've just attacked somebody with a large instrument of torture, but no, not really. They're doing the floor. I know a couple of the people in the two of the other parts of the anthology, but I don't know what their parts are about because we didn't film together. We filmed each part separately. Mine was this little film, and that was the way they did it. They did it all as 4 separate little films.
Oh yeah.
That were made, and then there's a through line that weaves it all together. And so you've got the 4 separate little films that were made about Santa and Christmas, all woven together, which I think is quite good. It's a great way to do it, actually. And I'm just one of them, even though I know other people. I have no clue what they did. They might have been killing reindeer for all I know. Might have been Santa's reindeer massacre.
Yeah, I mean, you never know because you didn't have them for your story. Like they might have killed them in another story.
That's right. See, that's why I did. Oh, damn! Now I know why I didn't have my reindeer. Yeah, the other Christmas horror thing that I love is, I believe it's one of the Simpsons episodes where they have the Mad Santa.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Running around doing his thing, and everybody's killing everybody and having wars. Santa's going to kill everybody with his magic sleigh and all this. I find that kind of fun at times, watching something like that, because it's humorous to see how other people depict what they think makes a good horror movie for Christmas. So that's true. It's kind of fun. Gracie likes the Nightmare. My wife likes the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah, of course. It's a classic film.
I know, and I have to put up with it every year. It's like, oh good Lord, Nightmare Before Christmas again. And it is, by the way, just watching it's a nightmare. It's before Christmas.
I'm sure. And there was like another film I wanted to ask you about too, because a couple weeks ago, Devaney Pinn was one of my guests. And she was telling me about how much she loved filming Frost with you. And she said that, you were absolutely great while filming. And she said, like, you both actually filmed it outside on the snow and the mountainside and all that. How was that like?
One of my favorite films of the moment is Frost with Devaney.
Oh, really?
I love Devaney passionately. She's just such a beautiful, beautiful lady. And hubby, of course, directed it. He's wonderful. And working with her was just amazing. She just, and the thing that got me was that it was about a pregnant woman with her father, and she was pregnant at the time.
Yeah,
and,
she was telling me that.
Yeah, she wanted to have the reality of being pregnant, not act it. And I just had so much fun with that film. It was just an amazing experience to go through what we went through together in the cold and the snow and the whole bit, and to then have that resolution. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
That resolution in the last 15 minutes. I just think that was just amazing, and she was just brilliant. I mean, just absolutely wonderful in the film, and I loved doing it. And it was funny. Grace made a comment when we were watching it after we'd watched it, and she said, "The scene where you're dead in the snow, they did that brilliantly because they had you actually frozen. Your arms, nothing was touching the ground. You were actually frozen out with everything, like you died in that position." And I said, yeah, we wanted to make it look real, like it was. Yeah. There had to be a realism to her insanity as she's going, and if there wasn't, then you lost all of what the film was about. And it's based on a true story, apparently, about something that happened. Oh, really? Something that happened to a woman in the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I don't know whether I don't think it was in the snow, but from what I believe, it was based on a true incident. But yeah, I love that film. I love working with Deveni. She's just wonderful lady.
Out of control, by the way. Very funny.
Oh yeah, out of control.
Yeah, she's very funny.
But in a good way.
Yes, definitely. And what did you wind up doing this year for Halloween?
What did I wind up doing this year for Halloween? Oh, we tortured our dog by dressing him up in a little costume and making him look like the UPS man and having him walk down the street with his little girlfriend, a 2-year-old neighbor's daughter who adores him. And we filmed him, and the look on his face, I swear to God, he was just walking down like, if I was bigger, oh my God, I would take you to a party right now. He was so mortified. It was just wonderful. So yes, we tortured our dog, made him wear a costume with a little girl, going around collecting goodies.
Oh, nice. The dog went out for trick-or-treating.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Where did we go? Oh yeah. Yeah, so we went to a party at a friend of ours owns a artist studio. Oh, so nice. She was having a big party there, so we went, and it was we didn't know until the last minute, and so we dressed up in what we had at home, basically, because we didn't have costumes. I was wearing a tuxedo, and fortunately, about 4 weeks before that, when I was doing one of the conventions, a gentleman there was making teeth for vampires, vampire teeth.
Oh, nice.
And he said to me, would you like me to make you a set of vampire teeth? And I said, oh, okay. So he did. And he made me a set of vampire teeth. And I had them in the box. They came in sitting on the bureau at home. And we were trying to figure out what the hell I could go as. So it came down to we remembered the vampire teeth.
Nice.
So I had the vampire teeth and a little bit of blood trickling down the corner of my mouth and my tuxedo on. And I went as a vampire. Yeah, the only problem was I couldn't eat or drink. Every time I tried to drink something, I wore more of it than I got in my mouth. And I couldn't eat anything. I was going to swallow one of the bloody teeth and choke myself.
Yeah, that's true.
So we were very careful of that.
Yeah,
and,
you don't want to swallow one of the teeth.
Yeah, and they kept moving around, so I got some of that Fix-It, the stuff you have for false teeth.
Oh, yeah.
I stuck them in with that, which was a really cool idea until we tried to get them out. then it wasn't such a smart thing to have done. But we managed to get them out eventually. And my wife looked absolutely stunning. She was wearing this long, a friend of hers gave her this amazing coat with this, it looks like an old 1800s hunter's coat, you know, the ones that went out into the woods and beaver hunters and that way back, you know. And it's one of those magnificent coats, and she was wearing that and looked absolutely. Nobody noticed me. I was the guy running around with the pair of teeth trying to bite everybody, and there's a stunning woman over there, and they were like, "Yeah, go bite yourself.
Go find someone to bite."
yeah, we're going to go and talk to her. Like, great. But no, that was sort of my or our night. It was fun actually. And I think we had another friend with us. I'm not sure.
Okay, there you go.
I think we lost her halfway through the night. Did she come home with us? Yeah, I think she came home. I'm not sure. Anyway, we had a lot of fun.
Nice. And did you watch any good horror movies during the Halloween month?
Yeah, we watched Frost.
Well, yeah, of course. That is a great horror movie.
Yep, we had a copy of it, and I was waiting, and then we watched it then and sat down and watched it, and I was quite surprised. Grace didn't go, "Oh God," she just watched the whole thing. She said, "Wow." It was pretty intense and right in your face. I mean, it makes you go, "What the?" Which I thought was well. That's what they were trying to get, and they got it. I mean, she really got a wonderful film.
Yeah.
And I've got another one coming out actually on the 2nd of December. I mean, the screening is, it's the Devil Within or the Creature Within, something like one of those two names.
Okay.
It's another horror, but it's I play a defrocked priest who gets asked by one of his ex-students, a young girl, who's now a mother, a grown-up, to help exorcise the devil out of her son. And I have to keep trying to convince her that I can't do it because I'm not a priest. Only priests who are still in the service of the Lord can do it. And she won't. It's like, yeah, good for you. You're going to help me. And so I get roped into doing this whole exorcism thing. It's another wonderful little film that I did.
Oh wow, that sounds really, really cool. Yeah.
It's a great film. It really is nicely done.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody in it was wonderful, and it's kind of fun. I think when we talked last time, we were talking about all the films and stuff I do, and it's like I get to do some wonderful films now, more so than I did 20, 25, 30 years ago. Now I get to play all these wonderful roles, which I think is just, it's what we all work for.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And to be there is just so good. I love it. And I'm having loads of fun.
Well, yeah, of course. Like I said, I saw your page and I was like, oh my God, look at all these movies he has coming out. Like, there's a lot.
I've decided I'm going to take over the business. It'll be mine and I'll do it my way.
There you go. I'm happy to see you got so many things, so much work.
Yeah, it's really nice. I love it and enjoy working. And I'm fortunate I get to work with wonderful people and do really cool stuff. And that's what it's all about. I just finished a film called what's it called? It's called. I can't look on my IMDb. I'm standing here talking to Rocco on the phone thing that I've got in front of me. Charisma Killers.
Oh, okay.
I play a guy who puts together this group of 7 killers to do things, and it's I really don't know that much about it except what I did. And when I was working, I was stoned all the time. I mean, what the hell? No, I'm kidding, Mark. I'm kidding. I was straight as a die. But no, that's a really cool movie. We did some really, really cool stuff in it. So that's another. I just get to do these really nice film, and the 2 Japanese films I've done for Japanese directors. One of them's called "Be Careful What You Wish For."
Oh, sweet. Okay.
That one, we went and saw that, and it if you want a real psychological thriller that gets hold of you from the first frame, that's it. It's scary all the way through, and I love doing it. But you know me, you've interviewed me before. I just love what I do.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm as happy as a clam just to be me. Somebody rings up the manager and says, "Can we get Vernon?" And he rings me. I'm, "Yeah, seriously? I'm working again?" Oh, wow.
There you go. Yes. so what is your drink of choice? Like, what do you like drinking if you go out?
Oh, what do I like drinking if I go out? You're going to love this. Coke.
Oh, okay.
I don't drink.
Okay, there you go.
I'm a very bad Australian. I don't drink. No, I grew up in a household with a alcoholic father, so I don't drink. No.
Okay, I got. Yeah.
So that's one of my little vices. That no, but I will if and my Grace is allergic to alcohol, basically.
Wow.
So she's Japanese American. Japanese, actually, which is quite strange, can't handle alcohol very well.
Some can.
Yeah, her uncle came over and we got him stoushed at a wine tasting. I mean, so
really?
Like, okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
He drank and he loved it, but he got merry as a clown. So what? But no, I will drink occasionally. I'll have a glass of wine, particular wines, but that's it. Grace's top end is a what's yours? One you like?
I love Shirley Temple.
Shirley Temples.
Right,
oh yeah, okay.
Got to go heavy on the temple. Forget the Shirley.
Gotta go heavy on the temple.
Yeah, so that's about as light as you can get. She's as bad as I am. So yeah, no, we don't drink.
Okay.
But if comes to our house, if we have a party or something, they drink. They bring bottles.
Well, yeah.
We have a great cupboard full of wonderful wines and things that people have donated, because they'll come and then they just leave them. It's like, now I got another couple of bottles of wine to put in a wine rack.
There you go.
It's fine. I have a bottle of Russian vodka in my freezer, which has been there for 9 years. So there.
And what kind of food do you like the most? Like, is there a certain food do you like to eat the most?
Sorry.
Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash. Yeah. I like that English thing of bangers and mash with grilled tomatoes and all the stuff with it. But if I'm going out to a restaurant, I love to go out to a good Thai restaurant. We have a couple.
I love Thai food. Yeah.
We have a wonderful vegetarian Thai restaurant near our house.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's really cool to go down there and have Thai food that is really good, but it's vegetarian.
It's like, but it's vegetarian.
Yeah, I don't think the Thais ever thought that was going to happen to their food. But I love Thai food and a lot of vegetarian food I like.
Okay.
But yeah, it's as long as it's good.
Yeah.
I love lamb. Everybody comes to my barbecue.
Lamb's great.
Yeah, I cook lamb, so everybody comes to the barbecue. Hey, he's cooking lamb.
Nice.
But that's one of my favorite. I don't like beef so much anymore, so lamb's my kind of go-to. I like barramundi as a fish. It's an Australian fish.
Oh, okay.
I like that. That's nice, very, very mild, very flavorful fish.
Oh,
And that's, just normal things. We have these great nights at our house. It's called Fend for Yourself because my wife is vegetarian and I'm not. So it's like, you want to eat something else? Get it yourself. Yes, ma'am. And she has a vegetarian. So that's why I eat a lot of vegetarian, by the way.
okay. There you go.
I'd be very thin if I didn't. I'd starve. So, but no, it's kind of cool. Yeah, that's what. And if you want to know what we like doing, we like walking the dogs and hiking and going to good shows. We saw a wonderful movie 2 nights ago. Oh my God, it was good. What was it called, Grace?
Spike Lee. Executive
Spike Lee executive produced it.
Oh.
You look.
You resemble me.
Oh, it's called.
I resemble you or something.
Yeah, it's either called I Resemble You.
Okay.
It's about the remember a few years ago in Paris, ISIS did all these attacks and killed a lot of people and all that. It's basically about that, but from a different angle, about a girl who grows up very bad, and not bad, but in a bad situation in her family and everything, and she takes a little sister and they run away, and then she gets separated from her sister by the law, and she grows up never being able to get to her sister again. So she falls into this thing. She finds out her cousin has joined ISIS, and she falls into, and it's a true story.
Oh wow, really?
She falls into this whole thing of ISIS, and slowly she gets brought in. But what she thinks is she's going to go and be with her cousin and get married and have children and a home. The thing in her heart that she wants the most, but what the actuality is they're going to use her as a bomber to kill people.
Oh,
it's really heavy.
And it's really heavy. Yeah, and
it definitely sounds it. Wow.
Yeah, it was. It's won a lot of awards worldwide apparently, and it's coming out here now, and was just fascinating to watch. And the young lady that
You resemble me.
wrote, You Resemble Me is what it's called. The young lady that wrote it and directed it is a Muslim as well.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was beautifully done, and she was doing a documentary. She had 300 hours of documentary footage of talking to all these people, because she was doing a documentary about the Paris ISIS raids. And so she had all this, and she'd gone to friends, parents of all the people that had been involved, like the ISIS people that had been killed, that they knew who they, and so she had interviewed all these people. She had over 300 hours. And when she was doing it, she started to realize that she actually had a film, not a documentary.
Oh.
And so she made this wonderful film, utilizing all this stuff that she'd done with these people, talking to the actual people who were involved. And it was fascinating and very, very nice. And I love stuff like that when people do things so good to watch and make you think. As I say, a good movie makes you talk about it all the way home, which we did all the way home. So it must have been a good movie.
Wow. Okay. I'm definitely gonna look it up and yeah, that sounds deep.
You'll like it. And give me a tingle and tell me you like it or you don't like it.
Okay. And lastly, like, where could fans follow you at?
Where can fans follow me at? There's a local toilet in Santa Monica. Oh no, that's the wrong thing, is it? Damn it. They can go onto my Facebook, Vernon Wells. They can go onto Twitter, Vernon G Wells, I believe. And any of those other platforms, I seem to have my ugly head on them. They can come onto any of them. And as my beloved wife says, do come on, but don't expect he's going to write back to you anytime soon. I'm just not a Twittery person, like, or any of those. I will say hi to people, but that's it. My responses to a 3-page thing from someone is, wow, thank you. That's me. I'm sorry. I can't make any different. But yes, they can get with me. And yes, I will try. I promise to say at least yes. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for taking time out, coming back on the show. It's always fun talking to you. You're very funny.
Well, thank you, sir. It's fun being on your show. I enjoy it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And please go see the movies, and happy Christmas and Thanksgiving. And oh yeah, we won't be here for Thanksgiving. We'll be in Japan. Happy Sushi Day.
Definitely. All those things. Happy Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's, and everything else that comes in between that.
Yep. All for it.
Exactly. And
hopefully we'll be talking again next year about another film I've done about a killer octopus, something. I don't know. They'll figure out something for me, I'm sure.
You got so many films coming out. I'm sure we're going to be speaking again.
My pleasure, my friend. And have as I say, have a wonderful Thanksgiving and Christmas, Rocco. And please be safe, and God bless.
Thank you, buddy. You too. Happy holidays.
Thank you, mate. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.